The story begins with sisters Ju Hee and Ju Young, who finally move into their newly purchased apartment. At first, everything seems fine, until strange grinding noises begin coming from the unit above. Ju Hee, increasingly disturbed by the sounds, decides to record the evidence. She installs padding to block the noise and even uses her camcorder to capture the disturbances. One evening, while recording, she hears an odd noise from the balcony, but when she checks, there's nothing. Then the power suddenly cuts out. When it returns, the grinding starts again, and with it, a figure on the balcony. That night, Ju Hee vanishes without a trace. 4 days later, her workplace reports her absence. The police contact Ju Young, who's been living in a dorm due to work. She returns home to find the apartment trashed and her sister missing. Her sister's phone is there, dead and abandoned. And soon, the neighbors begin complaining, accusing her of making noise, just like they did to Ju Hee. One neighbor even threatens her violently, warning that if the noise doesn't stop, there will be consequences. The strange thing? Ju Young can't hear anything, literally. Without her hearing aid, she's deaf. And even with it, the noise doesn't sound like much. But to her sister, it had become unbearable. As Ju Young investigates further, she learns troubling details about apartment 604, the very one she and her sister bought. A previous resident had also complained about strange noises and ended up taking her own life. The building security guard vaguely recalls the case, but no one wants to talk about it. Redevelopment is coming, and scandals mean lower property values. Everyone just wants to move on. Ju Young quits her job and begins to dig deeper. She unlocks her sister's phone using her birthday and finds recordings of distressing noises and what sounds like voices whispering in the background. Her paranoia deepens. One night, someone knocks at the door. She hears her sister's voice calling from outside, but through the peephole, she sees something with blackened eyes. She passes out. Ju Hee's colleague, Ki Hoon, shows up and reveals he was secretly dating her. Together, he and Ju Young visit the local records office and uncover a dark history. The original man from 604 never moved out. He just disappeared. They start distributing missing person flyers, but are met with hostility. The residents don't want trouble before redevelopment, and everyone in the building seems to be hiding something. Eventually, Ju Young finds a horrifying clue. Her sister's camcorder shows footage of her entering apartment 804. Inside were strange machines, and a woman talking to herself in a voice that wasn't hers. That woman was Jong In, the current resident of 804. Ju Young and Ki Hoon decide to investigate the building's sealed-off basement, a place known for its awful stench. There, Ki Hoon encounters the missing man from 604, dead. But moments later, Ki Hoon is possessed by something unseen and attacks Ju Young. She barely escapes, only to be saved by the most unlikely person, the head of the residential committee, who had previously dismissed all her concerns. The head explains that the complex has had strange things happen for years, particularly in apartments ending in 04. And then comes the twist. The only two children Ju Young had seen in the entire complex, the head's son and Jong-in's daughter, may not even exist. The head is shocked to learn about Jong-in's daughter. That's when the truth begins to unravel. After sneaking back into the basement, Ju Young discovers the rest of the footage. It reveals everything. Ju Hee had entered 804 and discovered that the mysterious noises weren't supernatural at all. They were manufactured by Jong In using vibration machines. She had been creating the noise. Jong In, suffering from psychosis after the tragic death of her daughter, who died in an accident she blamed on a neighbor, had spiraled into madness. She murdered the woman from 704, and now Ju Hee had seen too much. In the footage, we see Jong In attack Ju Hee with new determination. Ju Young finds her sister barely alive, hidden deep in the basement. But Jong In is waiting. Armed with a hammer and consumed by rage, she chases Ju Young through the labyrinthine underground. Just as Jong-in is about to strike, the same grinding sound from earlier echoes through the space, and in that distraction, Ju Young escapes. She slams the iron door behind her, leaving Jong-in trapped. Just like the woman from 704, who had once banged and screamed for help as she died, mistaken by neighbors for just another noise complaint. The door is sealed, the sound fades. Ju Young finally escapes with her sister. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. Thanks for watching!